Hey all you hooligans, it's me, Valentina. I'm just kidding, it's me, Gabe.
And I'm Shel.
And welcome to GODAWFUL.
It's the worst place on the internet.
And welcome. So today we are talking about, oh no, we're not talking about anything. We're actually just doing questions.
Yeah, we're answering some questions that has to do with y'all's favorite topic, sex.
Okay, so first question.
What's your dirtiest sexual fantasy?
It's kind of like the forbidden stuff. Like, you know, like whenever you, like, yeah, sleeping with like a teacher and stuff like that. Like,
scandalous.
Like in the classroom, just like, you know, just like right there on the, like the science tables.
Specifically
Yeah,
the science one.
Yeah, you know, just like, oh no, Mr. It's very that, like.
Mine is, it's something I fantasize about, but I would never do it. It's like I'm at a gas station and like I bump into someone, like man, woman, non-binary, gender neutral, gender fluid, whatever they are, as long as they're hot. And we like lock eyes and then we meet in the dirty bathroom. And
the ones that have like the sticker toilet, like in Jennifer's Body.
Yeah.
One of those restrooms.
And we just, we go at it.
You scissor.
Okay. Next question. Where's the weirdest place you've had sex?
I want to say in a parking lot, I think. Just like outside like the door.
That's pretty, like right outside the door?
Well, like not outside like of like the building, but in the car. Like right outside like the car, like in a parking lot.
Oh, y'all got out?
Yeah. Well, no. Like in the car, but not in the car. You know, one person in the car, one person not in the car.
Oh, I've done that. And then afterwards we realized, because we were behind a building, that there was a security camera pointed directly at us.
See, we were smart. We looked for security cameras.
So I guess that would be my weirdest. What's your favorite part of someone's body?
Dick.
You whore.
Well, because it's the funnest thing to play with.
Well, that's fair. Mine is,
Titties.
shoulders. Yeah, shoulders. I don't know, like if somebody has like either really dainty shoulders or really like muscular shoulders, like either way I'm just like, I'm doing them shoulders. Have you ever had anal sex?
Yes.
Yeah. How many times have you had it?
Oh. Next question.
Okay. Where on your body is your favorite place to be touched?
I was gonna say my neck. It's so dirty.
You!
Well, I guess especially like if they have like a beard or anything, and it's just like, and like I can feel like they're like warm. Like they're just talking. If they're just like talking to me, just like, oh, you know, like.
Okay, I'm gonna try something on you. We'd like to speak to you about your car's extended warranty.
But you know what I mean, though. Like,
no, I'm totally with you. Cause same, mine is also neck.
I had a friend like talking to me, and he was just like, you know, just like trying to be like that. Like
Yeah.
they're just trying to like tell me something.
Just
like
straight up normal.
Yeah, and I was like,
Right.
stop.
It gets like that sometimes. Woo! When was the last time you had a dirty dream?
I don't know if it would count as a dirty dream, but like it was like it's just somebody like running around naked. And I was like, what?
Doing what?
Just like they're like we're trying to get out of like some place or whatever.
And they were naked?
Yeah.
I don't know if I count that as a dirty dream.
Well, there was nudity involved, so.
If you could have sex anywhere in the world, where would it be?
On top of the Eiffel Tower.
Why on top?
No, the top of the Leaning Tower of Pisa, so we can make it finish going down. You know what I mean? Like,
yes, I know what you mean, but I hate you.
Just go so hard that like
all the tourists are standing out there, and the building's like.
Yeah, could you not just like just down?
Okay, mine is like a nice beach house with a balcony connected to the bedroom that looks over the ocean. Like, bend me over that.
That's way more romantic.
Right? Okay.
I'm trying to get off.
I'm trying to make my mark historically. The day the Leaning Tower fell. And why? When did you first have sex? When was your first time?
I was 19 and it was on Valentine's Day. I lost it to Lana Del Rey.
You lost it too? She took it? She took your virginity?
Yeah, she was the one that took it. She's the one that took my virginity.
She definitely took your innocence.
In all honesty, Lana Del Rey is the reason why I was 18, 19, dating somebody that was 28, 29. She's the reason why.
My first
As my first boyfriend.
His first ever. I lost my virginity when I was 15. I had an ear infection. This guy that I was
Did
at.
you fuck your ear?
No, I had the ear infection already. He picked me up and he took me to this apartment, and it was like 15 or 16 Indian like exchange students living there, and we had sex in the bathroom. And I lost it that way. How romantic. What's the best sex you've ever had?
It was
spring of 1975.
No, it was actually whenever I topped this guy, it was like in his garage. And it was like real like basic and everything, but it was like really good.
What's your favorite position?
Are you not answering because you haven't had any? The drag, the read.
No, I have had plenty. What?
So the gob.
What's your favorite position? I feel like Gabe. How many do you have? Like 2 or 3?
I was like, there's literally only like a couple positions that you can really do. But I mean, like, you can have the best with them.
Yeah, that's true.
So, okay, well, topping, like, them, like, all on all fours. Mm-hmm. And, like, and then, like, so, like, topping and then bottoming. Like,
the same way.
Yeah.
I like that you get the best of both worlds. My favorite is literally anything that doesn't require me to move. Now, it used to be different. I was like wild then, but now I'm like...
I got that knees, like they working as...
You know what, actually, oh my god, if he ever sees this, he's gonna kill me. But we have an adjustable bed.
Go on.
So we lift up like the head part, and I like bend over it. You know what I mean? And my like hands are on the wall. And sometimes when it's getting really good, like my head will like bang against the wall.
That's why I'm kind of like low-key, like glad I have like a headboard now.
Okay, have you ever been caught having sex? Oh my god.
I haven't been caught, but like you were in the room while I was having sex. Like, I don't think it was like technically caught.
Yeah, I don't think that counts.
But I don't think I've been caught.
Have you been caught masturbating?
Surprisingly, no.
Really?
Yeah, like I'm sure I'm gonna get caught now. Knock on some wood real quick. But no, like even through like puberty and stuff like that.
Really?
Like, never caught it. I hope I
wasn't. Me and someone I was with, whatever. We were about to go somewhere and we're like, you know what? It's gonna be a long night. Let's get a quickie in. And so it was like me laying on the bed and then standing up, you know what I mean? And my granny fucking walked in.
Good old granny.
And all she saw were my legs in the air and the dude's ass.
So one time I was watching porn, and like you can shoot your phone to the TV.
Oh no.
And then I was like, okay, so my brother was in the living room, and sometimes my phone can connect to the TV in the living room. And whenever I click to make it full screen, gotta have the big picture.
Yeah.
So I turned it to full screen, and then I thought I pressed to connect it to the TV, and at the same time I thought I pressed it to connect the TV, I heard my brother scream. So I'm like closing it out. It's just like, bro, what the fuck? Like, it's just like I was so I felt like a little kid. Like I turned my phone over, just like.
Traumatized.
Just like,
wait.
Like I hope he didn't see it. Like.
So did it actually go to the TV?
No, it did not.
Oh, okay.
So, no,
God, I was like, I don't know if you told me this story.
No, it didn't. But it was like perfect timing. Like whenever I thought I sent it to the TV, he screamed.
Can you imagine? He's just enjoying his day, trying to watch something on Netflix, and then it's like a gay basement orgy or something.
Yeah, you just see like this big old dick. Like I was like.
It's helicoptering.
Yeah.
Okay, that actually ties up because the next question is, do you watch porn?
Yes.
Yes, I do as well. I have to.
Sometimes I think about like past people that I've like slept with.
Really?
Because if it was like really good, then I was like.
Whenever I'm going solo, I don't picture me or anyone I've been with. I picture like just made up people. You You know what I mean?
You know, you can't ever make up any person you know.
Yes, you know what? As soon as I said it, I had a feeling you were gonna fucking say that shit. Oh, fun fact. Yeah, Gabe, we know. Oh, what's your favorite kind of porn to watch?
Well, we had said this in the I have to,
If you haven't...
My underwear, like, writing up, like, real quick.
Oh, he's adjusting a boner right now.
Yeah, we're talking about porn. I'm just kidding. Okay, so...
Yeah, if you haven't checked out our last video about adult
content.
Go check it out. But anyways, yeah, what's your favorite kind of porn to watch?
Like we said in the last one, it is orgy porn.
Mine is lesbian porn.
We love it. Straightforward.
How often do you masturbate?
Lately, it's been like at least like once a day.
Yeah, me too. It's like once a day. I might skip a day once in a while.
So you're gonna like earlier? I mean, like, did you masturbate earlier?
No, I'm gonna masturbate when I get home.
I did earlier before I went to go pick you up.
Are you serious?
I was like waiting for you to text me because I was gonna text you, and then I was like, no, I'm just not. I was like, I'm gonna wait till you text me.
So you're like, well, I got some time.
Yeah, I was like, and then like I get the message just like, hey, are you up or like, are you live? And I was like, let me finish first.
I fucking hate this man. Do you prefer to give or receive?
Well, it's a little bit of both.
The others. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way, but as far as me being lazy and out of shape.
So we'll tie it to like giving head, like since you can't give or receive, receiving or like giving head.
Receiving.
Well, that's because you like girls can come like 10 times.
Yeah, that's true. Or none at all. It depends on the person.
Or the antidepressants.
Bruh. That was too real. Okay. What was your... I got a good one for this. What was your best orgasm ever?
Yeah, okay, you say yours.
So mine was... Okay, mine was, I was pretty young, but I was doing my thing in the bathtub, and I finished, and if I'm finishing like pretty hard, I squeeze my legs together. So it was like a really hard, like magical, phenomenal, best I've ever had type of orgasm. I came so hard that I pulled a muscle in my knee, and it still bothers me. To this day, I gotta like adjust my knee sometimes because of that muscle.
Wow, I wish I had a story like that.
It was so good.
But that's like that. How sad is it that like that's your best like
that I had to be alone?
That you're alone for that one.
Fucking oops. I don't know.
I mean, I don't think it, like for the best sex that I had, I actually didn't come.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That is so wild. How's that the best?
Oh, like you know when a guy like is like really enjoying it when he like comes like when he shoots.
Yeah.
Whenever they're like shooting, like and it's like you know like a fucking sprinkler, and like. But when it like you know when it's like shooting out like that, that's when they really like liked it.
One time I was finishing off this guy in my car. I'm so embarrassed. Aunt Betty, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I was like finishing off a guy in my car, and it like started going everywhere. It was like spewing, and he was like, "I think I man squirted." And months later, I found out that he just peed. He just peed all over my car. And I was just doing this with the fucking pee. So anyways.
Go wash your hands.
Have you ever been skinny dipping multiple fucking occasions?
Yes.
And it's never really been sexual.
Same.
Right?
I went to okay, so like I went to like a pool and like all the other dudes were like trying to like mess around with each other and I'm just like there skinny dipping like
He's like who wants to play mermaids?
Yeah. Like watch, I can do a handstand. They're the whole like I'm like guys like, and they're all like everybody else is just like jerking each other off and I'm just like splash splash. Oh, I'm a waterbender.
Have you ever slept with someone you worked with?
No, I haven't.
I have, but it's only because me and my ex worked at the same place and we were dating, so you know. Have you ever sent nudes of yourself? Yeah. I mean, come on.
Who hasn't?
Who hasn't, honestly? I've actually had my nudes leaked. I'll put a link in the description.
I'll put my OnlyFans in the description.
Okay.
I leaked my own nudes.
If you could sleep with any celebrity, who would it be?
You go first.
Salma Hayek. Every time.
That was so quick.
Yeah, I knew. I already knew. I've always known.
Well, celebrity guy for me is obviously Garrett Watts. Female, probably, I'd say like SZA.
Really?
Yeah. I think she's so hot.
What's the most sex you've had in one day? Masturbation does not count, you freak.
Maybe about 2-3 times.
Yeah.
That's about it. That's the highest, I think. I don't think I've like had sex like more than that in like a day.
I think I'm at like about 3 or 4 in a day.
Because by the time like the only time I would like have sex like that many times in a day is if I was in a relationship. So, but by like time 3, I'm like, what do you expect at me? I'm like shooting dust right now. But,
for me, at some point, you know, like, you know, if you were born with a vagina, you know what it's like. You do it a couple times and your coochie, she's just tired. And like, she doesn't want anymore.
it's like, I'm done. I'm full.
No more. Oh, I am stuffed.
That was finger licking good, girl. Let's do that again later.
Leave! You heard it here, folks. You heard it here first, folks. Finger licking good.
You never had finger licking good dick before?
Well,
it's like a chicken finger.
Are you loud or quiet during sex? I know that it depends on the location, so let's say that you're like in a hotel room. Loud or quiet?
Kind of like, you know, like in between, like being loud and quiet, where I'm like
he's so indecisive about everything.
Yeah, because it's literally always like, well, like in a hotel room and everything, because I've had hotel sex like while I like topped, and I'm like not that loud like as it is.
Yeah.
Like whenever I top, or whenever I bottom, I try not to be as loud.
But you are.
Because I'm like, I'm like, bro.
We've all done that.
Or it's like, yeah, it's very much that.
That was such a good sound effect. Oh my god. I'm the same, like if I'm trying to be quiet, it's like that. But naturally, if I can be, I'm loud as fuck.
You're not trying to be quiet, like kawaii, like ooh,
ooh, ooh. And it's like, oh yeah, baby.
Come on, Kool-Aid man.
Get it in there. Have you ever tried using food during foreplay?
I don't think I've used food. I know I've used ice before though, like getting and giving.
Ooh, yeah, I know what you mean.
Like put an ice cube in your mouth and just like give, or like, you know, it's like the best.
When I was in high school, someone told me that if I put an ice cube in my cooter, it would make me have an orgasm. It did not.
Debunked.
So I'm just gonna say no. Have you ever made a sex tape?
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Multiple.
It's funny that this is a question because today I was going through my Dropbox and I have one, like an old one, and I didn't look good.
I did, but only because I had a shirt on.
What's the first thing that sexually attracts you to someone? If they can make me laugh. As I say, if you can make her giggle, you can make her jiggle. Amen. Amen, brother.
Yeah, like laughing. Like, if somebody makes me laugh, then I'm like, you know, like already creaming my panties. But like first thing seeing somebody is like, I really like big eyes. Like, so that's why I'm like.
Would you say that you have any fetishes?
I don't think so.
My biggest, like, I don't even know if it's a fetish, it's just edging. When it comes to BDSM, how far have you gone?
Personally, I've been punched. But that's just from the ex-boyfriends. Like, no, like, no real, like, BDSM or anything. The only thing I really like is, like, spanking.
Ooh, yeah. Getting spanked or spanking?
Getting spanked.
Nice.
And spanking, too.
Yeah.
Because I've, like, I don't like being tied up or anything, but I will tie you up.
Yeah, I've been tied up on a few occasions, and, like, some of them are great and some of them are not so great.
See, with like BDSM and stuff like that, like getting tied up, like, and I've seen some guys who are just like, oh yeah, you're my pig, oink oink. And I'm just like, I'm like, no, I can't.
You know how mad I would be?
Yeah, like, I'd be like, I'm fucking tired. I'm tired. Just like, no, get out of me, get your dick out of me.
This isn't a Starbucks, bitch. Get out. What's your favorite toy? Y'all, I had a toy. So literally last night, I was trying to use it in the bathroom, but I was scared I was gonna get shocked. So I pulled out the whole like center of it, and then it was just a silicone like cup basically. But the bottom of it, I could suction it to my skin. So I suctioned it somewhere else, and it worked phenomenally. And now that's my favorite toy.
So my favorite toy that I've had was my pocket
cooter.
Yeah, my pocket cooter.
Was it a cooter?
Yeah, it was a cooter.
Do you ever read erotic fiction? I've tried. It doesn't do anything for me.
I read like 50 Shades of Grey, but I wasn't like, chubbing or anything while reading it.
You read it, all of them?
I read the first one and like half of the second one, but I never got like past that.
Kinky.
Kinky. We're kink shaming.
Okay, the last question is, have you joined the Mile High Club? Do you know what that is?
Yeah, like in the plane. And
yeah.
whatever.
I've never even been in a plane.
Yeah, me either, so no, never done that. Okay, so that's the first half of the questions that we were doing.
This is part 1.
And stay tuned for part 2. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, all of that. Tell us your favorite question. If you guys want to answer one of the questions that we asked, go ahead and answer that and whatever. But I'm Gabe.
I'm Shel.
And this is GODAWFUL. So bye guys.
Bye.